first day.
Alyssa, run!
There will be one ruler, one king. Discover.
Welcome to Box Office Breakdown, the channel where you will get the latest box office rankings, movie performances in the US, and many more every week. Today, we'll be counting down the highest grossing movies of the weekend. So let's get started. Number 10, The Brutalist.
And yet, many of the sites of my projects had survived. My buildings were devised to endure.
After hovering outside the top 10 of the box office for the past few weeks, The Brutalist finally made its entry this week, and it may well stay in the top 10 for the weeks to come too. The Brady Corbet's film was given a major expansion in domestic theaters this weekend, after it picked up an astonishing 10 nominations at the Academy Awards. Number 9, Den of Thieves Pantera.
So you only exist because of me.
In its third weekend, Den of Thieves continued its downward slide. However, it's still holding the crown as the highest-grossing movie of 2025, but with some major blockbusters just around the corner. That title might not stick for much longer.
There are no dead zones.
Having collected only $6.6 million from international markets, it does seem like the movie is unlikely to be viable for Lionsgate.
And the cop goes gangster.
Number 8, A Complete Unknown.
Why is that? I wanted to catch a spark.
If you're traveling in the North Country Fair.
Holding on to the 8th position this week, the film has finally been rolled out in overseas markets. Thanks to the string of Oscar nominations that it earned a few days ago, the movie is continuing to draw crowds to the theaters.
You can be beautiful or you can be ugly, but you can't be plain.
The movie is now among the highest-grossing music biopics of all time. It has outperformed films based on the lives of Judy Garland, Amy Winehouse, Tupac Shakur, and several other prominent artists.
But she's pretty. Sings pretty. Maybe a little too pretty.
Number 7, Wolfman.
I think my husband was infected.
Dropping to the 7th place this week, Wolfman witnessed a staggering drop of almost 70%. However, this is not entirely surprising given the cinema score of C-. Made on a $25 million budget, it's looking doubtful at this point that the movie will turn out to be a worthwhile investment for Universal Pictures. Wolfman has been thoroughly overshadowed by the holdover smash Nosferatu. Number 6, Presence.
What's what like?
I never had anybody die.
Opening this weekend, Presence opened below projections. However, given the low reported budget of $2 million, it's most certainly likely that this will end up being a profitable film for Neon. While critics have praised the movie with a tomato score of 87%, audiences on the other hand have not been particularly kind, with a C+ cinema score, low 58% positive and 33% recommend from Posttrack. Number 5, Moana 2.
You guys, we got this. Whoa. Bring it on, Coco.
Moana has now spent 9 weeks without leaving the top 5, which is a remarkable feat in itself. Moana will have its digital release this week, which should finally see the movie losing some steam at the box office. Did you know that Moana 2 now ranks as the second highest grossing animated film ever in Brazil and France, and stands as Disney Animation's top grosser ever in France, Australia, and Latin America? Not too bad, eh? Number 4. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
Like Moana, Sonic is also refusing to run out of gas at the box office despite its digital release, having already spent 6 weeks in the top 5 now.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code!
Sonic has now Gladiator II in its sight to become Paramount's highest grosser of 2024. Additionally, the fourth film has already been announced and will reportedly be released in 2027.
More impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
Number 3. One of Them Days.
Make $1,500 by 6. Not to mention I got the interview at 4.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
You want a loan?
If you don't have the money this month, you're not gonna have it next month.
One of Them Days witnessed a drop of only 30% in its sophomore week. The movie is proving to be a worthy early entrant to the Best Comedy of the Year race, which has also helped lead the film to a solid box office return thus far.
In the jungle?
I am right here if you guys ever want to have a girls' night. A little Prosecco and pals.
Child, I saw one with a cat in a stroller.
Mama rules. You paid the rent, right? I did.
Produced against a budget of $14 million, it does seem like this will be a successful film for Sony Pictures, fueled by the strong praise from both audiences and critics alike.
Join the club, girl. Today's my first day.
Ow! Fuck! Did we still get the money?
Number 2. Mufasa.
I told you to wait for me.
We can't just leave him here.
Rules are rules, Tucker. The king will never accept a stray.
I'm not a stray. I'm just...
Dropping at number 2 this week, The King of the Jungle is still going strong at the box office. This success was not guaranteed, though, with the disappointing opening back in December. With its cumulative global haul now standing at a spectacular $626 million, the movie will finally prove to be a worthwhile investment for Disney.
We do not associate with outsiders. Taka is the future king. We must protect the bloodline.
Number 1. Flight Risk.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Debuting at number 1 this week, Flight Risk opened below projections. However, considering its reported budget of just $10 million, it may still prove to be a lucrative release for Lionsgate.
Is it always this bumpy?
You get used to it.
The movie has been panned by both audience and critics alike with a rotten score of 21%, a C Cinema score, and 32% only watching the movie for Wahlberg, according to Post-Track.
Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk.
Releasing this week, Companion is hoping to take the top spot. Directed and written by Drew Hancock, it is a take on a weighty sci-fi concept.
What are you doing? Shut her down already.
What is she talking about, Josh?
This was not part.
The movie follows a weekend getaway among friends at a remote cabin, which unravels into chaos after a revelation that one of the guests is a companion robot.
Wow, Josh. The days of you controlling me are over.
The movie has been well received by critics, with an excellent tomato score of 92%, which augurs well for the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, she's tied up inside, so she's not going anywhere.
Eli, Iris. Shh, baby, you're on the phone.
After the triumph of Parasite, Bong Joon-ho returns with a daring science fiction project, Mickey 17, starring Robert Pattinson.
Multiples.
Sunshine enough
In the case of multiples, it's just like we exterminate every individual.
This cosmic thriller, adapted from Edward Ashton's novel Mickey 17, promises a biting reflection on ethics and human survival.
You guys do rock, paper, scissors, and then we'll just shoot the loser.
Tell me quick,
The movie is about an expendable crew member on a space mission, selected for dangerous tasks because he can be renewed if his body dies, with his memories largely intact. With one regeneration, though, things go very wrong.
I'm gonna kill you. Tell me quick,
This is so exciting!
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel.